cards out
Yeah.
for us. Do his on one card and mine on the other.
Separate cards. Okay. Yep. Name tags here for you, and then you guys know where to put all your stuff, right? Are you a member here now, or did you register as a clinic participant? Okay. Okay. The reason I'm asking is if you're a member, I need your card, but you're not, so.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. Haven't seen you in a while, Lynn. How have you been? Good. I've been well.
Awesome.
Are you? You must be excited. We're waiting for one more. Do you know Janet Nixon? Yeah, the name's familiar to me too, but I can't put a face to her.
I was just going to say that. Oh, boy.
Well, when I see her, I'll recognize her probably. Oh, Janet. No, I know. No, I'm thinking of Janice Eady. Janet Nixon. Thank you. I'll throw it up here. All right. Tia. Do you know Tia, Lynn? Okay. You guys can warm up together until Janet gets here. So. Yeah, a couple people in there already. I drove by Oak Ridge this morning and I was thinking, boy, it's a chilly morning to be playing pickleball. No, it was a little early.
Yeah.
7:30. Okay. Some of the what?
Some of the courts that pickleball people get to play on mostly.
Awful
Played
course.
on 3 and it was like, oh, down to it was really fun.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get those going.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Yep. Yeah. It is. Was she left-handed? Left-handed. And then we'll do some finish out the last 45 minutes with 3 different drills. And we'll do 30 minutes of drills, and then we'll have 30 minutes of 2 drills. All right, everybody, welcome to C251, forehands, how to hit a forehand. So we're working on forehands today. This is not a practice day, this is a clinic day, so our format's a little bit different. With the 1 hour clinics, we do about a 5-minute warm-up, and then we'll do about 10 minutes of instruction. We'll do about 30 minutes of drilling. We'll do 2 different drills over 30 minutes with some frequent rotations. And in the final 15 minutes, we'll play a game in which we'll try and hit forehands. Okay, any questions before we get started? Okay, if you could all help me, because I'm almost deaf, I want to listen for the buzzer. If Janet shows up, then I'll make some changes on the fly. I presume she's coming because she's registered, but if I don't hear the buzzers, is that the buzzer? I'll go check. I'll be right back. No, it was not. It was just a ghost. It was just a ghost. Okay, so we're going to start just with some dinking, red dot to red dot. So dink with your partner across the net, 1 ball for each pair, just to find our range. We'll go for a couple, 3 minutes, and then I'm going to pull the dots back a little bit, and we'll try that, and then we'll get into our teaching. So just a warm up now. I'm going to work on your grip right off the bat, Tio, okay? So just hold your hand out like you're shaking my hand. There we go. And we want to get this thumb right around the racket. And then we want to slide this up into there. There we go. And then from here, so you're left-handed, so we start like that, and then we bend our wrist back, and so that the paddle face is facing just over the net, right? And push it. Give it a push. Yeah. If you want to be a good player, which is why you're here, you're going to have to make some adjustments. You can. Just give it a push. There you go. Nice. Oops. Nice shot, Alec. You hit the dot. Okay, let's do our first rotation. We're going to use Alex, the only boy here, as our anchor, and we're all going to rotate around Alex. So Tia, you're going to come over here. Joan, you're going to come over here. Alex, you stay where you are. You're our anchor. All right, here we go. So remember, we want to get behind the ball and push it, right? Bracket head down, get behind the ball and push it. You're not going to be able to stand up straight and hit these. You're going to have to squat a little bit behind them to push them. Okay? Back up from your dot a little bit, Joan. So if you stand right on top of your dot and she hits it to the dot, you're going to be crowded. So you want to be about this distance back. Okay? Nice. You're getting it, Tia. All right. So guys, if you're standing right on top of your dot, you're going to have no choice but to put it up. You're going to pop it up. So back up from your dot, give yourself some space. The dot should be where your racket is, not where your feet are. Okay? Doing good, Tia. I would suggest a little more of a squat, right? Because right now you're very upright. So try and use your legs. Oh, good job. Hits the dot. Very nice. Joan, your dinking has improved so much. Twice. She's just showing off now. Very good, Lynn. Much better dinking. All right, everybody, we're going to pull the dots back halfway between the green line or the blue line and the red line. Pull it halfway between the blue line and the red line. Yep, same thing, just a little bit further now. Very nice. Very good, Joan. Very good. You hit the dot again. So just pause for a second, everybody. Remember, we're trying to put everything through our window, which is this zone right here. Trying to put everything through the window. These height markers tell you where the top of the window is. Top of the window is here. We want to try and put everything through this window. All right, one more minute of this, and then we're going to move on. Okay, let it go. Let it go, Joan. All right, pause, please. All right, let's move on to the forehand. I'm going to get everybody on the side court right here. Joan, you and I are going to dink, so you're going to be my demo person. So, Joan, you can go behind the dot there. All I want you to do is aim for the dot, okay? All right. Try again. Oops. There we go. Oops. All right. So, ideally with a forehand, we're going to try and turn sideways and get a full swing in. So the contact point is going to be between our body here and the net, right? Notice how my wrist is bent back and my racket face is pointing at Joan or at the dot that I'm hitting to, right? My racket head is down a little bit and it looks, sorry Joan, did not mean to put it at your head. All right. You don't have to hit it back. That's good. All right. So this is what a forehand looks like. Let it go. All right. So we're going to start with some self-feeding. We've got court over there. We're going to put 2 players on that court. You're just going to hit balls towards that wall. We're going to start 2 players on this court hitting balls towards that wall. And self-feed just means that we're going to start, drop it near the dot. Oops. And just hit it towards the wall. That's all we're doing. And then I'm going to come around and make corrections. Once we've gone through our baskets of balls, we'll use the hoppers, we'll pick them up, we'll refill, and we'll reset on the other side and fire them this way. Okay? So Alec and Joan, do you want to go down to this court? Tia and Lynn can be here. Let me grab the other basket. Let me grab the yellow basket for the other court. Here we go. We're both going to be on the same side of the net. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're not hitting towards the dots. We're done with the dots. Yeah. All right. So Alex, I'll start with you. Want to add a little bit of a follow through. So after you hit, make sure you're bringing the racket up over your shoulder. Okay. So your contact point is going to be out here. So you want to drop the ball out here. Just drop it straight down. Don't throw it. Start with the racket right about there. Okay. Good job. And after you hit it, follow all the way through. Yeah. And I want you to focus on just being smooth with it, not hard. Just smooth. Good. Keep working on that. Oh, we're doing ground strokes, Tia. So we're gonna drop it on the ground. Yeah, and then just hit it over the net. I'll work with you. I just need to see. Right? No, you just should be able to just turn sideways like this, and okay, we'll work on it. Okay, first thing we want to work on is your stance. So let's get your feet side by side. Good stuff. So we're going to check your grip. Your grip is good. Okay, so we're going to have to bend this wrist, right? And then when we make contact, we want to make contact out here. See how you've got a bend in your wrist here? So you're making contact out on this side of your body, between your body here and the net, right? And you're pushing it towards that white box on the wall. Okay? Yep, exactly. It's kind of like pushing the cart, but now you're doing it sideways. Yeah, good. You drop that back here. Let's try and drop it out here. Good. Okay, we got something to work on there. Good. Let's have a look at Lynn. Okay, Lynn, stop for 1 second. So you're starting up here, and then your racket has to come all the way down Tunnel Mountain. So let's just start it down here, right? And that way we can just finish like this, okay? So watch me, Lynn. So I'm starting down here, and I'm finishing over here. Oops. Okay, work on it. I'll come back in a few minutes. So Joan, not so hard. Nice and easy.
So I was just saying to him, tight grip or a loose grip?
So I want you to think like a dancer, not a boxer. I want your contact to be nice and smooth. Remember, don't break the shell. Don't break the egg. Don't break the shell on the egg. There you go. That was awesome. What a great shot, Joan. Okay, let me see, Alec. Yep. So you're dropping quite far back. Like, yeah, it's right back here. Try and drop out here so that you have to reach a little bit. That way you can get more of your body weight into it, and you'll be driving it through. There you go. Right out there as far as you can reach. There you go. And then just make sure you follow through. So your follow through right now is just going out here and stopping. We want it to come from low to high and finish up here. Imagine there's a wristwatch here and you're listening to it in your ear, right? That'll force it'll force your paddle to turn over, which creates the top spin, right? Good job, Joan. That's beautiful. Well done. You guys are through your tray already? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, we'll do one more basket of these. Can you guys come on over here, please, for a minute? Come on over here. Okay, so everybody's making good progress. You can just lay that down, Lynn. Okay. We're making good progress. I want to talk a little bit about contact point. If my contact point is back here in line with my foot, I'm going to use this red dot. If my contact point is back here with my foot, I'm going to end up pushing a lot of balls off in that direction, right? But if my contact point is out here, I have the full range of the court. If my contact point is here, it's very difficult for me to get the ball to go to my left. So the most it's going to do is either go straight or off to the right. But if I back up and my contact point is out here, I have the full range. I can hit it over there, I can hit it there, or I can slice it and hit it over in that direction. Do you see that? Okay? So it's really important to get this contact point, out on that side of my body. So I'm not throwing the ball at the ground, I'm just dropping it. and I'm pushing it in that direction. The other thing I want you to think about is, think of this as your pet. You don't want to hurt your pet. You just want to send your pet off to do its trick, right? So don't hurt the ball. If you hit the ball too hard, it becomes uncontrollable, right? So you want to be smooth in your contact. Think of it as a living thing, so you're a little gentler to it, right? Try not to crush its skull, if that makes sense. Just try and be gentle with it, okay? So get it out front and try and be gentle at the moment of contact. Does that make sense? Okay.
So
Yep.
because I was hitting it too. So if you hit it further up, you have more control over where it goes. But if you hit it back here, you can't.
Yeah, you can't get it to go that way at all, right? You can only, your angle is just limited to this, right? So you want to reach it out here so that you have the full, yeah, okay? I guess we're pushing them all into this corner. All right, both of you ladies are doing the same thing. I'm just gonna point it out so you become aware of it. Okay, watch my knees, watch my legs. This is what you guys are doing. This is what you want to do. Lift with your legs. So you're getting under the ball, right? Lift with your legs. So you're going from this position to this position. If you're not rising, you're not going to get any top spin, right? And you're not going to be able to get under the ball. If you want to lift the ball over the net, you need to lift, get under the ball, and lift. Okay? Yeah. Very good, Joan. I like your knee bend. Very good. Alec, I'm going to get a little more of a knee bend with you. I want you to come down and rise. There you go. Follow all the way through. That was very nice, Lynn. Yeah. So you're squatting now, which is awesome, but then you're stationary. What you want to do is get down and come up at the same time. Yeah, as you start your swing, come up. Then let me just talk about your drop. So you're throwing the ball at the ground, which is rushing you. Drop it, nice and slow. Is that? Well, then you just bend your knees and get under it. There we go. We're all old, Lynn. Good. Awesome. So you're doing great, Tia. Let me show you a timing thing. Right now you're starting with your hand here, and you're doing this. If you start with your hand here, then you just need to do that. Okay? So put it back first. Yeah. So start with your racket down and back first, right? Then drop the ball, and then come up into it. Oh, Lynn. It's going awesome. That was good topspin, Tia. Very good, Tia. You're getting the timing. You're getting the timing. That's great. Oops. Go ahead, Joan. Okay, we're going to change the drill a little bit now. Get all the balls picked up and then come on over here, please. All right, Joan, can you go be my partner? You're just going to go to that side and to the white line, and you're just going to catch the ball I hit to you, okay? Just catch it. Okay, this is what our drill is going to look like. We will take a drink of water in a minute, and but I want to demonstrate the drill first. So I'm just going to hit it to Joan. So you're going to catch it. Now you're going to hit it back to me. Okay, there we go. So now you're going to hit it back to me. Awesome, tried that. I'm going to hit it to you. Oops. Now I'm afraid to hit the ball. Oops. Sometimes demos don't go very well. There we go. Okay, now you're going to hit it back to me. Nice. Okay, it's a great shot. I'm going to hit it to you, and you're going to hit it back to me. That's all we're going to do now. Let's hit it back and forth. Back, catch, hit, and catch. Okay? Well, actually, let's do it from between the two green lines. That'll give us a little more space. Back up a little bit, Joan, between the two green lines. Okay, hit it to me. Awesome. I'm going to catch it. I'm going to hit it back to Joan. There we go. Sorry, Joan, it was a little hard. All right. So that's what we're trying to do now. But let's go get a drink of water first, and then we'll come back. All right, cards are punched, so you can grab your cards. All right, and while we're having a drink of water, we'll have a little chat in the lobby here. Okay. Are you? Yeah. Well, so because I'm autistic, I have dyslexia on my forehand side. So not on my backhand side. My backhand never fails me. But my forehand, kind of like it was this morning, some days just doesn't work very well. So as a person with not dyslexia. I said dyslexia, but that's not the term. Dyspraxia. As a person with dyspraxia, I'm constantly having to. It's like knowing how to ride a bike and going to bed and waking up the next day and not knowing how to ride a bike. right? And because I'm teaching all the time, I constantly have to review this stuff. And when I'm teaching a forehand lesson, I usually come in for an hour before the class and just work on my forehands. This morning I didn't, and I can tell when I go out there to do my demos because I'm struggling with it a little bit. So I can identify with you guys struggling with your forehands a little bit. It's something I go through all the time, right? It doesn't happen with any other part of my game, just with my forehand. So I understand that. And I constantly have to remind myself that it's all about the palm of my hand, right? Let's go in the room and I'll show you a little trick. All right, and this is the best way to work on your forehand mechanics. No racket. I have no racket. That's good. I'm not going to use a racket. I'll just take this, put it there. Okay. I'm going to drop the ball on this side of my body, and I'm going to catch it with this hand. In order to catch it with this hand, I have to bend my knees and get under it because it's not going to bounce very high, right? That's why I'm not throwing it down. I don't want a high bounce. I want to drop it from shoulder height, and I want to catch it. And I want to catch it. And if you want to work on your forehand mechanics at home, right, this is what you do because it's all about the palm of your hand. So if I'm aiming for that box, that white net or that white goal over there, when I make contact with the ball, my palm needs to be going in that direction, right? And then for my follow through, I just pretend I'm listening to my wristwatch. Yeah, drop it out front. Yeah, exactly where I would normally hit it, right? And that's the key to the forehand. If you can do that little exercise I was just doing with my hand, then that turns into this, which is your forehand, right? But this little exercise is the key to getting the rhythm down and the knee bend that you need to do this. Because if you try and do this from up here, it's not going to work, right? You have to bend, you have to squat, right? And then contact point is out front, and then you follow through like you're listening to your wristwatch. You guys want to work on that next? Why don't we just do this next? Everybody learn this. Grab a ball, grab a ball, grab a ball, and a ball. And just find a spot. Get away from other people so you don't accidentally hit them. Just drop it and catch it. Drop it and catch it. Oh, good job, Lynn. There you go. Here you go, Tia. Yeah, so you're dropping it way back here, Alex. Yeah, I want you to drop it out here as far as you can reach. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now, one of the things you guys will notice is, one of the things you guys have probably already noticed is, you cannot catch this ball unless you're coming from underneath it, right? You need to be coming from underneath it, because if you're coming from over it, you're going to have trouble catching it, right? But if you come from underneath it, it's easy to catch. And that's the same with your forehand. If you're coming from underneath it, right, it's much easier to hit it straight because you're coming underneath it. And then your power comes from your legs. So that's the rhythm of it. Let's hit some more balls using that technique, just like this. Okay. I'll come around and give individual corrections as needed, so you guys can just start hitting. Nice job, Lynn. There you go. Yeah. As long as it's around the racket, it doesn't matter, but mine connect like that. Yeah, there you go. And you can even spread this one up a little bit. I call it a trigger finger, right? You can. No, it doesn't have to be. As long as you're gripping the racket down here. There you go. There you go. Yep. If you grip it down here, it's easier to get it back than if you're holding it up here. If you're holding it up here, it doesn't come back as far, but if you're holding it here, you can get it back another couple inches. So this is right in the palm of my hand. Okay. All right, so think of that little catch exercise we were just doing and try to apply it to what we were to the racket in your hand. So I'm going to show you something here. When we did the drop exercise, you didn't do this, right? That's what you're doing with your racket now. You just did this, right? Right? So with now that you have your racket in your hand, you're back to, you see what I'm saying? You're pulling your hand back. Yeah, so have it out first. Very good. Very good. Keep working on it. Joan, that's lovely. Very good, Alec. Very good. You're getting under the ball now, Alec. You're getting some top spin. Yeah. Yeah. You're getting some top spin now, Alec. Very good, Joan. Yeah. Get some top spin. Yes, that's what you want. Very good, Alec. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's ground spin.
So your arm is really rigid. Remember that you need to bend your arm. When you were catching this ball like this, your arm was bent, right? If you try and catch it straight, it's going to be hard to hit. So you got to bend your arm just like when we were catching it. Okay? Yep. Yeah, you're doing great, Lynn. Let's change the timing on your drop a little bit. So right now you're dropping it, then you're going down. I want you to bend and drop at the same time. Yeah, good. All right, I'm going to make one small correction to you. Your contact point. So when you start your wrist back here, see this bend here? We really need this bend because we need, yeah, and then out here we have the same bend. We're going to make contact out here. And then when we finish, this ends up here. And this motion from here to here creates top spin. Top spin, the ball spinning this way. Top spin is what keeps it in the court when you hit it hard. If you don't have top spin, it goes out the back. But if you have top spin, it goes into the court. Yeah, but we'll get there. We're getting there in pieces. Yeah, there you go. That's a nice motion. Yeah, there's top spin. You got top spin. Very good. Nice top spin. Show me, Lynn. Let me show you what you're doing. You're so close. You're so close, Lynn. Watch the paddle. Stand right here and watch me. Okay. So as you're dropping the ball, you're bringing your racket back. You're doing what Tia was doing. If you just start with your racket here, right? Go down at the same time and then stand up. You want to beat the ball down so that when it bounces up, you're already below it, and then you just stand up and hit your shot. Very good, Tia. Use your height. Height is a tremendous advantage for an athlete, so use it. Reach out. Yeah. Very good. Feeling good? It is? Good. Feeling good?
Yeah.
You guys are both looking great. Yeah, that's good. Nice, Tia. Lynn, that was awesome. One. Every great player starts with one good hit. There you go. Look at that. Every great player starts with one good hit, Lynn. Here you go. Okay, we're going to pick up, then we're going to have a drink of water, and then we're going to come back and play a game. What's that? It's a one punch. One punch. Did they? Well, today, if they pick on you, you're going to show them. Oh, I set that up way too far back. I'll fix it in a minute. Yellow and white, or red and white. There we are. You guys can go grab a drink. I'll meet you out in the lobby in just a minute. I just set my cones up in the wrong place. I got to fix it. You can just take that right outside the door and put it beside the bookshelf. Thank you. All right, guys, any questions about what we did? Yeah. We're going to play a game. That drop and catch little exercise that I showed you, if you have a pickleball, you can do it in your kitchen while you're waiting for your tea to steep. It's super easy, right? And just repetition, repetition, repetition. Part of hitting, it's more difficult on the backhand, but I have a different, when we do the backhand clinic, I'll show you. I have foam balls that I deal with. So I teach a class called Pickleball Tai Chi, in which you learn the movements of pickleball without a racket. And that's one of the things from Pickleball Tai Chi. What's that? We could do it. We could do it under a tree if you want. I tend to do it in a gymnasium. What's that? I teach it here. I do it at 6 a.m. I haven't taught it since Christmas. So, but I taught it for the last 2 years. So, and I just haven't taught it this year because I've been busy with other things. So, but I'll sneak it back on the schedule in the fall again. It's a great way to just constantly work on your movements, because to play well, to hit forehands well, you have to have the balance. You have to have the physical fitness to be able to do this over and over again, right? You have to have mobility. You have to have flexibility, right? All of this stuff is necessary to do things well. Of course, we all have our own personal limitations, but that kind of thing can help you. But that little thing that I taught you is the key to getting the rhythm of the forehand down, the rhythm of the forehand drive. And if you internalize that and just do it every day, around the house periodically, you're going to learn it a lot faster. And then when you go to hit a forehand, it's just going to feel like a natural motion. You're not going to think about it. It's just going to happen, right? And that's what we want to do with all of our skills, is turn them from something we've learned into a habit. And that's the process that takes time. So you come to a forehand clinic, you learn how to hit a forehand. That doesn't mean you go out into a game and start hitting that forehand in a game. You've learned how now. The most important thing I can teach you to do is how to practice it, right? And now you have to practice it. Practicing it during a game, you might get a dozen opportunities. Practicing it in your kitchen while you're steeping your tea, you're going to get 20 opportunities, right? So you're going to get more reps when you do stuff on your own than you will in games. So don't wait for games to practice. Just work on this. Work on making it fluid. Just like imagine you're a little girl learning how to dance again. You can imagine you're a little girl too, learning how to dance again. Okay. All right, so we're going to go in the room now, and we're just going to play a game. And I want you to, I want you to hit as many forehands as you can. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I remember.
Okay.
And what are the cones for?
The cones are for the game we're playing. We're going to play 2 towers. I'll show you when we get in there. All right, so do you guys want to be a team? You two seem to get along well. Okay. Husbands and wives often don't play well together. So.
We didn't when you started.
Oh, you didn't when you started? Okay, that's good.
You don't call it a divorce.
Okay, so everybody sees cones on their courts. You're not allowed to even step in front of your cones. You have to stay behind your cones. So stay behind the line of the cones, right? I don't want anybody to go in front of the cones. You also can't, can I borrow your racket for a second? You also can't protect your cones. You can't goaltend your cones, right? I want you to stay behind. Even if the ball bounces 2 or 3 times before it gets to you, that's fine. Okay? So, all we're trying to do, we're going to start a rally. I don't want you to hit the cones on the serve. We're just going to start a rally. Just give a forehand feed to somebody. And then the 2 teams are trying to knock each other's cones down, hitting as many forehands as we can. Make sense? It's a very simple task. Okay? I don't want anybody to step in front of their cones because I don't want anybody to trip on the cones. I don't want anybody to go down hard. So just stay behind your cones. No, you're trying to hit the cones down. Yeah. So you want to stay close to your cones, but behind them. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to try and apply what we've learned today. Lynn's going to serve. Nice, good forehand. Went into the net, but it was a good forehand. Yeah. So yeah, let those bounce twice. A little deep. Nope, we're just going to use one ball. Nice forehand. You got so much topspin on that, Lynn. That was great. Nice, Joan. Okay, now one of the keys to knocking the towers over is to put your balls through the window. If they're going high, when they come down, they're going to bounce, and they're going to bounce over the cones. But if you keep it through the window, you have a much better chance of knocking your cones down. Very nice. Oh, that was so close to you. So the other thing you're going to learn is if you overshoot your cones, you're never going to knock them down, right? So you got to control it. There we go. Oh, I thought you had it. Oh, Joan, that was so close. Oh, on the serve, though. On the serve. Yeah, we don't want to do it on the serve. Oh, don't go in front, Joan. Let it bounce. I feel it coming. Somebody's about to do it. Not on the serve. If we get into the last 5 minutes, I'll let you do it on the serve. There you go. Nice hit. Very nice swing. Very nice. Oh, it's got one. It's a backhand, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We'll knock it down. Okay, this one is down. To win the game, you just have to knock down their last cone now. Here's the ball, Lynn. You guys have to catch up. Hit one. Oh, don't goaltend, Joan. Let it hit. That was going to hit. Hang on 1 second. That was going to hit, so I'm taking that tower down. It was going to hit, so I have to take it down. All right. Don't go in front. Good hit, though. Oh. Try to avoid going in front, Lynn. Okay, so now there's only one cone on each side, so don't forget to rotate occasionally with your partner so you both get chances to hit. Just rotate occasionally with your partner. Oh, there it is! Okay.
Joan.
Now everybody knows how to play the game. We'll play one more quick one, and then we'll call it a day. Actually, we'll just do one stack this time on each team for each team. Can you grab the ball, Lynn? Okay. Just set one up right in the center there, like that. There you go. Thank you. Perfect. They slid together. There's two together on the bottom. There you go. Yep. There we go. All right. Okay, remember where your window is. If you try it through the window, you have a better chance of hitting the tower. Nice. That was a little high. Let me see, was it through the window? Not quite. A little over? Oops. Sure. The back green is up, yeah. Oh, very close. Good line, Joan. You just overshot it. Well, what happened? It disappeared? Oh, right over top. That was so close. That went right over top. Oh, right over top again. You're so close. Oh, okay. Nice top spin. Nice. Oh. Okay, last point. Last point, then we're going to do our wrap up. That'll be the backhand lesson. Oh. Alex, you're going right over top time after time. All right, okay. So let's pick up the cones and come on in. We're going to do a wrap up. All right, can I borrow your paddle for 1 second? How was the paddle, by the way? You don't know?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But how about back to the old one?
Okay, that's good. Okay, so if I'm going to hit the ball a long way, I have a long backswing. If I'm hitting the ball a short way, I have a short backswing. Right? So if you're consistently overhitting, you're hitting the ball too far, it's because you're reaching too far back. Right? So this leads to this. What happens on this side has an output on this side, right? So keep your elbow tucked in pickleball, right? Until you master your strokes. Keep your elbow tucked because that shortens your backswing, and then you're hitting a shorter swing. But if you're starting back here and you're swinging through to here, you got this big long swing that's only ever going to work diagonal to diagonal. It's not going to work very well even straight to straight because it's too long. What?
Only works in
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right. So today we worked on forehand. I'll take those. We did some stationary hitting, and then we did some hit and catch, and then we finished with a game where we were trying to knock cones down. We learned a very important rhythm drill, which is drop and catch, drop and catch. If you guys practice that drop and catch, I could see it in the game. You guys were thinking about that during the game. But if you keep practicing that over the next month, your backhand or your forehand is going to start to improve. And the next time you come to this class or the next time you come to forehand practice, you'll be better at it. There is no tool that I can give you that's more powerful than that little rhythm drill for working on your backhand because it puts all of the pieces together. You cannot catch that ball well unless you get down far enough, right? And it will teach you to come from under the ball just like a great white shark. Come from under the ball, right? Attack from underneath. And that's how you get your top spin. Any questions about what we did today? No? Awesome. Good to see you guys, and maybe we'll see you next Sunday. I'll take everything. I have a board meeting in an hour, so I got stuff to do to kill for an hour. Tomorrow morning? Oh, yeah, that's right, too. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Did you have fun today, Len?
Yeah, I always win.
Good.
Then I pick.
And then you forget to.
So we could know each other for many, many
Yeah,
years.
exactly. That's called being human.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want this table? No? Okay. You're welcome. Good. We'll see you soon.